Hello everyone, welcome to another video. As you can see, I'm out in this absolutely beautiful pine forest, and I'm here to do an overnight camp, a hammock camp, which is just as well because the ground is really lumpy everywhere, a lot of deadfall, basically nowhere flat. That's fine. And we're also at the end of a very long spell of hot weather here in the UK. But it's got that real humid feel to it today. It's very warm and close, and there's been a bit of rain on my walk in, and there was some rain this morning, but nothing much, and there's a bit of rain forecast overnight, but I think it's all going to be quite light. So next thing I'm going to do is just head off, find an actual spot to spend the night, and I'll bring you back in when I'm there. So I've just crossed the stream and come to this little spot. Really nice. A little bit of sun's come out. Yeah, nice spot, and the stream is right there. Got a couple of decent trees to rig the hammock off of. Got this interesting little stone. Big piles of firewood everywhere. And the fact that the stream is just there is bonus points as far as I'm concerned. I don't like carrying tons of water, and it's just really handy having a good water supply. So I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to carry on looking, but if I don't find anything, I'll be back to here. Let's go. Right, I'm about 15 minutes from where I just was, and I've just found this spot here. When I arrived, about 5 or 6 deer that were browsing in that cleared area all ran off, so that's a good sign. Hopefully I'll see some deer in there if I camp here. I'm unlikely to see them in the forest, it's just too dense. But yeah, I've got a couple of good trees to rig the tarp off of. Maybe this one here, and one of those two over there. Not sure which one yet. Yeah, the ground isn't particularly flat, but so it doesn't matter. It's the bonus of having a hammock. So yeah, and hopefully I can catch some views of wildlife. There's a lovely oak forest up on the hill there. Yeah. And just behind me is just what I've come through, just lots of dense pine forest with lots of deadfall. So yeah, I'm gonna set up here. Looks good. Okay, so the tarp all set up in a diamond shape, pretty simple. And I'm really happy with that, so I'm not going to do any more fiddling with it. That's all done. So next thing I need to do is get my hammock set up. And for that I want to show you something I've made. I made these two straps for rigging the hammock, so it's really quick and I can adjust the position of the hammock really easily. It's just some 25mm webbing which I bought online. It's pretty cheap, just standard flat webbing. And I've tied a loop on one end so I can put the webbing through that, and then that bit would loop round the tree, and then this bit, so once you've got your loop round the tree, you clip the hammock onto that, and then the position of the exact position of the hammock can be adjusted wherever you want, and then as soon as you put weight on it, that will lock off. And that's it really. And I've probably made them a bit too long, but I wanted to make sure that it was long enough for, you know, for widely spaced large trees. But I can always cut it down again. It's quite cheap, this stuff. So for the moment it's pretty long. I didn't actually measure it. I did it by eye. But you know, a big loop going around a fat oak tree or something, and then I've got plenty to, you know, to get to the hammock. So I'll shell it up now, and then I'll show you in a bit more detail how it works. That's really good. Happy with that. Good height. I can still use it as a seat if I need to, and I can easily adjust the tension. Yeah, that's great. And fantastic views. I can see that way. I can see that way. Awesome. I'll just show you in detail the mechanism there. Okay, so here's the mechanism. This is the ropes from the hammock. Got them tied quite close to the hammock, but got loads spare there. I'll tie all these ropes up in a bit. So then we've got a carabiner, which means I can just quickly unclip. I can take the hammock away easily if I need to. So this is the adjustment mechanism. Just put some rope in there to clip the carabiner to, and it gives that point central. And this is the adjustment. This is a 25mm webbing. I use that because it's not going to do any damage to the tree, because it's, you know, it's flat. And then these are rated at 250 kilos. Literally, you just adjust them like that. It's like a rucksack strap, really. Just adjust, and that way I can move the hammock this way or that way, tension it, loosen it really easily, and that's all I have to do. Literally just press that, and that's done. That's now locked off. Could sit on that now. So first time using it, pretty pleased. Got the tarp set up, got the hammock set up, it's all looking great. But I'm running low on water. I only bought a litre with me, and I've only got about half left in there. So I need to go and get some water. I'm going to head back to the stream. I passed on my way here. It's not too far that way. Got my Catadin water filter, an Ortley water bag. So I'm going to go and fill this up, and this will be all the water I need for the rest of the camp. Okay, that's more than enough. It's probably 3/4 full, so there's probably like 7 litres in there, so it's more than enough. It's taken me about 5 minutes to pump that, so just going to get the lid on and we're done. On the water, filter's all packed up. I couldn't resist having a bit of a splash. It's so hot and humid at the moment. That's really helped, really cooled me down. Right, let's head back. Needed that after getting set up, getting all the water. It's been so hot and humid. It's good to be in the shade of these woods. So there's not much left to do other than cooking. I've just got to get my sleeping bag and other bits and bobs unpacked and sorted out. I'll do that in a minute. I'm not going to rush this moment, just enjoying the lovely scenery up there. Haven't seen any deer. Probably making too much noise stumbling around in these woods. So it's getting time to start thinking about cooking. And I was going to have a little fire in my firebox stove. But it hasn't really rained as much as it was forecast to, and the ground is just really dry. I mean, you can hear it. Listen to this. Hear how dry that is. And I've been scraping around. There's no moisture in the ground, so I think it's a bit risky, even with the firebox, to have the stove. And I've got plenty of mess with me, so I'm just going to cook on that. I use the firebox as a sort of platform for everything to keep it all nice and stable. And it'll be a shame that I won't be having a fire, but it's a warm night, don't need it really, and it's just too risky in this pine forest, so I'll give it a miss for this time. Hopefully I can come back when the weather's a bit damper and it'll be safe to have a fire. So look how our potatoes are doing that. Yep, they're getting there. Let's give it a lid on. Yep, I think they're done enough. So while these sausages are cooking, I've got some parsley and some beans which I grabbed this morning, picked them from the garden. A bit of parsley here. Not going to worry about the stalks. I'm going to stick these beans in. Okay, beans are done. Just add them to the pile for a moment. And the last thing will be these potatoes. And the parsley. Okay, I think these are done. I'll have to just put a few at a time in my plate. I've taken out the 3 sausages for my breakfast in the morning. And I've got to try and squeeze them in there, so just a few at a time I think. I'll just put the trangia out. Okay. Just gonna add a bit of salt and pepper to potatoes. Not too much. Because it's been so warm, I didn't want to bring beer. Just got myself a can of Thatcher's. It's not going to be very cold, but better than nothing. Cheers. I'm all tucked up in my sleeping bag in the hammock. It's feeling really comfortable. Still really warm though. It's you know, all I need is a t-shirt. It's still really humid, so I'm probably gonna have to have this completely open most of the night. But other than that, it's feeling really comfy. So unless anything else happens, I'll bid you good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's raining, and it's been raining for a few hours. It started in the dark, but it's sounds like it's easing off a bit now, which is really good because I'm going to get up. I had a very comfortable night. Hammock's amazing. This is only my second time sleeping in a hammock overnight, and yeah, heartily recommend it. Fantastic views, very comfortable. So yeah, I'm gonna get up now and make some coffee, get some breakfast on, and then get packed up. Just need to make myself get up out of the hammock. Just made my coffee and it started raining again. It's only light rain, so hopefully it will ease off again. If it gets any worse, I need to duck under there to cook my breakfast. Typical. I've retreated out of the rain. Did get a bit heavier. Still not really heavy, but to cook my breakfast, I think I'm gonna, because there's not really an actual flat spot for the stove in here, so I'm gonna need to do something to make a little flat spot so I can do my cooking in here. I might need to take the hammock down, whatever. But I'm gonna finish my coffee and then figure out how to get my stove sort of set up in here. So obviously spoke too soon. The rain's eased off again, so it's not too bad now. It's very light, but I think it's stopping. So I'm going to get on with the cooking. There's a farm or something about a mile away, by the sounds of it. It's got a load of dogs, and they're barking a lot, so you might hear that in the background while I'm cooking. I can hear them now. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to interfere with things too much. So I can get the eggs out. Nice. Got myself a slice of buttered bread there. So let's try one of these tomatoes. I know these taste good from last night. That was absolutely delicious, and sun's coming out as well, so bonus points. And also sounds like the kettle's about to boil from a second brew. Yeah, nearly there. I'll have another coffee and then get packed up. It's a little bit of a breeze has picked up. That's it's really handy because it's dried the tarp out nicely. So I'm gonna start getting packed up now. Well, that's me all packed up. Really enjoyed that camp. It's very pleasant, and that bit of rain this morning really added to the atmosphere. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. Bye bye.